All right, so affirmative action is alive and well and stronger than ever, despite the Supreme Court ruling that affirmative action is not legal anymore in the admissions process for universities. Let's just take a look at the numbers here at the UT Austin, University of Texas at Austin. In the year 2002-2003, the freshman class at UT Austin was 18.3% Asian. Asian American not Asian, but Asian American. Right now, in 2024, 2025, it is approximately 22%. In the meantime, the Asian population in Texas has grown by about 200%. So you're looking at about a 20% increase in Asian enrollment as a proportion of the total student body, freshman student body. So 20% increase in the student population versus a 200% increase in the overall Asian Texan population. So that means about 90% of us are being rejected because of our race, one way or another. So there's an example of how egregious the system still is. I think a lot of people would be okay with a little bit of affirmative action, a little bit of race-based, admissions, but basically, Asians are taking the brunt of an extreme system in which we have to score hundreds of points more than other racial groups just to get into the University of Texas at Austin, which is a great school, of course. But you can imagine what it's like at other schools that are considerably better than UT Austin. All right, yeah. Basically, we're going to be taxed by our, on our mental health. Affirmative action causes suicides. It contributes to the sense of failure of Asian Americans, because we feel like a lot of us feel like, well, we've worked so hard, we have so many skills, we did so well in school, but we keep getting rejected. Sometimes we blame ourselves, sometimes we blame the system, sometimes we blame both, sometimes we hate our parents for making us work so hard and get so little. It contributes to suicides among Asians and poor performance among blacks. Because when you keep lowering the standards year after year, generation after generation, you get lower performing people, whether it's on tests or on jobs or whatever. That has nothing to do with black people or Asian people. That's human nature. If you lower the standards for a group of people relative to the other groups of peoples, you're going to lower their performance and lower their view of themselves. So basically, affirmative action kind of screws with the minds of both blacks and Asians, makes us feel worse about ourselves. The real winners are the white people, as usual. As usual, they get the normal standards, a normal standard that will encourage hard work, but not discourage people by making them work impossibly hard for the same thing that a normal person gets with a normal amount of work, or lowers the standards so much that a person just doesn't try very much anymore, and then realizes that they're not very good at what they do, and maybe they don't deserve what they've gotten, or maybe they just sit on their hands because why? All right. I can see my shadow. And I don't want people to see my shadow. I don't want any sort of identifying information on this. I've already been attacked a few times recently. Shattered my windshield. And I believe it might have been due to politics. Also, a couple of piles of poop were involved near the car. So, all right. Thank you very much and good luck to you.